I'm starting to get feelings for my metamour and don't know what to do. How do I talk to my partner about it? So I guess I have questions. Have you been dating your metamour, or is this just like they've been hanging around with your partner and now you have a crush on them? Like, what's the situation? This is a thing that like people in non-monogamous relationships handle very differently depending on where they're at, how they're feeling at that moment, what the situation of a relationship is. Some people very much do not want any of their partners to be dating each other, especially if they met through the shared partner. Some people are totally cool with it, totally fine with it. Some people are okay sometimes and not others. And so I think the best way to talk to your partner about it is to just say it, right? To say like, hey, so I've noticed that I'm developing some kind of like crush feelings for metamour. I'm not sure what I want to do about it, but like, you're their partner and you're my partner. And so I wanted to just like check in with you first about like, how would it feel for you if we did start seeing each other? How would it feel for you for that to develop? Is this a thing that you feel okay with? Is this a thing that would be a problem for you? Like, how would that be for you? And just, open up the discussion about like how it would feel for them. Not because they get to tell you exactly what to do, but because that's important information for you about making a choice about how to move forward. I think too, like based on the way this is written, I have a lot of questions about like what feelings you think are developing and like how they're developing. I think a lot of times crushes and new relationship energy can feel way more like intense and like things that we have to follow, even if they aren't. And so I think like just checking in with yourself about like what is driving these feelings. Is this something that I actually want to pursue? Is this just like, I think this person is cool? Like, what's going on there? And figure out for you, like, is this something you want to pursue? Is it not something you want to pursue? If your partner would be really upset about it, is it worth risking losing that relationship in order to date this person? It might be, it might not be, right? Like, you're the only one who gets to make that choice. So I think spending some time checking in with yourself about like, what is it that I am actually feeling? What is it that I actually want here? How would that impact our shared partner? And then once you've had that conversation, if you do want to look at pursuing something, talking to metamour and see if they're interested. They may not be. And so I think, figuring out how you want to handle it, what would feel good for you, talking with the people involved is probably the best way to approach it. And I think, dating your metamour gets really challenging because it makes all of the relationships more interlinked and complicated. And that can cause more problems. So dating your metamour can get really complicated because then you have the relationship between you and the partner, the relationship between you and metamour, the relationship between metamour and partner, and then all the ways in which each of those relationships bleed into each other. And so if everybody is not 100% okay with it and on board, it gets messy really fast. That is not to say you shouldn't do it. That is to say you want to make sure that you communicate a ton, that you're checking in a lot, and that you handle it with care. And I know that sometimes for some people, they will start to feel like they're getting feelings for a metamour as a way to like cover jealousy or try to like overcome jealousy. And so just check in with yourself about like, am I genuinely interested in this person? Or am I just feeling like left out of this other relationship? And so I want to like be with this person in order to stay close. Because it is a thing that happens. It's a thing that I have done in the past, right? So just check in with yourself and see what's going on and whether this is something you actually want to look into and try, or if it's something that you're just kind of like feeling some things about and maybe isn't worth pursuing.